After Sheikh Hasina was forced to leave Bangladesh, the situation in Bangladesh has turned extremely bad.
Stunning developments out of Bangladesh today. The military says Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has resigned and fled the country.
Hindu minorities who once lived peacefully are now facing severe attacks. Temples are being destroyed, homes are being burnt, women are being insulted, and innocent people are living in fear.
Now, Bangladesh witnesses fresh series of attacks on the minority Hindu community. Miscreants have vandalized 8 idols in 3 Hindu temples in Bangladesh.
Videos coming out from Bangladesh are heartbreaking. We see people being beaten, houses being looted, and families running for their lives. The same country that India created in 1971 with their blood and sacrifice is now showing deep hatred towards India and Hindus. Many Bangladeshis are raising anti-India slogans. Burning Indian flags. The question that naturally comes to your mind is, what should India do now? Bangladesh is no longer stable. There is a kind of power vacuum. Radical groups are rising. China is standing behind them, giving support and weapons. Is there any way left for India to teach Bangladesh a lesson and protect their interests? Yes, friends, there is a way. And the good news is that India has already started taking serious steps. One of the biggest lessons India is preparing is to expand the Siliguri corridor, the narrow piece of land, the chicken neck. India is planning to turn this weak chicken neck into powerful tiger paws, wide, strong, and impossible to cut. And not just that, India is also planning something much bigger in the Bay of Bengal region, so that India never has to depend only on the chicken neck. I am talking about the Chittagong Hill Tracts, the hilly region of Bangladesh that touches Indian states of Tripura and Mizoram. In this video, we will talk about how the time is absolutely perfect right now for India to act, how India can teach Bangladesh a strong lesson, and how India can grow its position in the region forever. So please watch till the very end. Before starting the video, a humble request for you guys. It's very hurtful to see that 93% of our audience didn't subscribe to our channel. If you're enjoying our content, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel so YouTube recommends this video to more people. First of all, let us clearly understand what this chicken neck is and why it is so important for India. After the partition in 1947, a very strange shape was created on the map of India. The states of West Bengal and the 7 northeastern states are connected by a very narrow strip of land. This strip is only 22 kilometers wide at its narrowest point and about 200 kilometers long. On one side of this corridor is Bangladesh. On the other side is Nepal. Bhutan is nearby, and China is just 45 kilometers away from the other end. This narrow piece of land is called the Siliguri corridor, or chicken neck. Why is it so critical for India? Because all the roads, railways, and supply lines to the entire northeast pass through this corridor. National Highway 10, National Highway 27, and the main railway line. Everything goes through here. If this corridor is blocked even for a few days, Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, Mizoram, Manipur, Nagaland, and Arunachal Pradesh will be completely cut off from the rest of India. In case of war, if an enemy attacks this corridor, India can lose the entire northeast. China has already built many roads and airstrips in the Chumbi Valley, which is very close. They can reach this corridor very fast. Terrorist groups like ULFA and NDFB have used this area for hiding and smuggling weapons. That is why this chicken neck is considered India's biggest geographical weakness. Every government in India has tried to protect it, but now the time has come to change this weakness into strength, to turn the chicken neck into tiger paws. Now, let us look at what India is doing right now to prepare for this. In the last few months, India has taken very serious steps. India built 3 new military bases around the Siliguri corridor. The first one is in Kishanganj, Bihar, which protects the western side. The second is in Chopra, West Bengal, right near the corridor itself. The third is in Bamuni, near Dhubri in Assam, which overlooks the Lalmanirhat area of Bangladesh. These bases are not just for defense. They are forward bases, which means they are built to give India offensive power as well. And now, the latest news is even more important. India is planning a 4th military base in Mizoram near the village of Parva. This location is very close to the Bangladesh border. These 4 bases are part of a bigger plan called ring fencing, surrounding the entire northeast from the side of Bangladesh. Not only the army, but the Border Security Force, BSF, is also building 85 modern border outposts along the Mizoram-Bangladesh border. These outposts will have blast-proof bunkers, drone operation rooms, counter-drone systems, infrared cameras, underground armories, and all the latest technology. This shows that India is preparing for any kind of trouble from Bangladesh, whether it is the army or terrorist groups. The message is very clear. India no longer sees Bangladesh as a brotherly country. India now sees it as a threat. So how can these bases help India in the future to acquire land from Bangladesh? Let me explain the strategy. Bangladesh itself has two very narrow parts, its own chicken necks. The first is the Rangpur division, which is only 80 kilometers wide. The second is the Feni area near Chittagong, which is only 17 to 28 kilometers wide. These are Bangladesh's weak points. If a war or serious conflict happens, India can use these four new bases to do a pincer movement, attacking from both sides at the same time. From the Siliguri corridor side, forces can move forward and capture the Rangpur division. This will make India's chicken neck much wider, from 22 kilometers to almost 100 kilometers. From the Mizoram and Tripura side, Indian forces can capture the Feni area. This will give India direct access to the Bay of Bengal through the Chittagong port. In one move, India can cut Bangladesh into two parts very easily. Indian Army already has more than 2,400 BMP-2 amphibious vehicles, which are specially made for river warfare. In 1971, India used rivers to win the war against Pakistan. Today, Indian riverine warfare capability is much stronger, so military action is possible. Now let us talk about the bigger plan, the Chittagong Hill Tracts, or CHT. This is a hilly area in the southeast corner of Bangladesh. It covers the districts of Rangamati, Kagrachari, and Bandarban. The total area is 13,184 square kilometers, almost 10% of Bangladesh's land. This region shares a border with Tripura and Mizoram. It is very close to India. In 1947, when India became independent, the people of CHT, mostly Chakma, Marma, and Tripuri tribes, were non-Muslims. They raised the Indian flag in Rangamati. But just 2 days later, they heard on the radio that CHT was given to Pakistan. They were heartbroken. They sent a delegation to Delhi to ask for help. Sardar Patel promised support, but Jawaharlal Nehru refused to send the army. Later, Pakistan started sending Bengali settlers to change the population. In 1971, non-Muslims were 98% in CHT. Today, it is only 50%. Many indigenous people were killed or forced to leave. These people are Buddhists, Hindus, and animists. They have close cultural and ethnic ties with the tribal communities of Tripura and Mizoram. In the current crisis in Bangladesh, minorities are again being attacked. Hindus and Buddhists in CHT are suffering the most. This is the perfect opportunity for India. If Bangladesh creates big trouble for us, India can support the indigenous people of CHT to separate from Bangladesh. India can help them become independent or join India. How will this benefit India geopolitically? First, India will get direct access to the Bay of Bengal. From Tripura's southernmost point, Harbat Ali village, to the sea is only 25 kilometers through CHT. India will have its own port, no more dependency on the chicken neck. Second, India will get access to Chittagong port, which is Bangladesh's biggest port. Northeast trade will become much easier. Third, CHT will act as a strategic buffer against China. China is trying to enter this area through Myanmar. If India controls CHT, China cannot come close to the border. Fourth, the natural resources of CHT, timber, bamboo, and minerals, will boost the economy of the Northeast. Fifth, India can protect the Chakma and other tribes who are facing genocide. Sixth, it will be historical justice. In 1947, CHT should have gone to India because 97% of the population was non-Muslim. So, what do you think? Should India forcefully occupy the CHT, or has India gone through other non-violent ways? Please comment down below, and for more such videos, like and subscribe to our channel.